when she was a little girl. It's her experience during the war. And Loung Ung is a dear friend of mine who I met over 15 years ago. Reading her book taught me a lot about this country. So in a way, I'm doing this for her family, for Cambodia, and very much so also for Maddox, so he learns about who he is and knows who his people are.
The trip so far has been, we just arrived, so it's been wonderful as always. We've been coming back and forth to Cambodia for 17 years, so I'm always very happy. It feels like a second home to me. The children are very close to the children who are in the film, and in fact, many of them are best friends. And so they're simply happy to be back with their friends. Maddox is happy to be back in his country. And it's, as you can see, it's an extraordinary country. I think everybody sitting here can attest to that.
This is a story of not just my family, but it's a story of a nation. I wasn't going to trust it to anybody.
Angelina, je crois qu'elle a une relation assez spéciale avec ce pays. Elle ressent bien des choses, et donc du coup, ça devient très, très intéressant en tant que producteur en guillemets du projet.
Maddox has been working on this since the beginning. He's in the production. He helped me with the script. And it isn't just because he's my son, it's because this film is through the eyes of a child, and we've all had to open up a little bit more and be like children. I didn't want to see a child go through war. I wanted to know what a child felt and what they focused on, what they saw.
I hope, and I believe I have, raised my son to be very, very proud to be Cambodian. And I hope that the young people, when they see this film, they will learn part of their history. But I hope they also see, I hope all of you see, that this is a country of talent and art and love and beauty. And so I think what will, I hope, make people proud, and I think my son experienced it when he worked with me on the film, is it's a country of great artists. And I'm sitting next to many of them now, some extraordinary work that they did, and all of the people participating in this film, what they're capable of, what they contribute to the world. What Cambodia contributes to the world is not the war. The war is one moment in this very, very long and rich history and extraordinary country. And so I hope it brings forward many other stories about this extraordinary place and people.
Très important pour moi que ce film existe. C'est pour montrer aussi, malgré tout, malgré cette tentative de destruction du régime totalitaire, sur notre identité, sur notre culture, sur ce que nous pensons, ce que nous ressentons, les Cambodgiens d'aujourd'hui sont capables de créer.
It was hard to with of course, telling the story through the eyes of a child, what a child sees. A child, you can't have a scene where there's a bunch of men sitting around explaining the war. You have to have it the child's point of view, and so the child picks up pieces. And yes, there were scenes that were very difficult because you're not supposed to hug in front of the Khmer Rouge. You're not supposed to cry in front of the Khmer Rouge. You're not supposed to say mother and father in front of the Khmer Rouge. So these things were very limited, but hopefully in the film that's explained, and so you can feel, and these actors are, brought that talent, I think, to show that how they were holding, they had to hold a lot of emotion publicly, which is a really difficult.
If you know nothing about Cambodia and you see this film, you won't just think these are people that suffered through a war. You will think these are really interesting people. Their roots and their personality, their humor, their love of music, their culture. It's all of that.
Well, I would just say that I'm grateful and deeply honored to have had the opportunity to work on this film. And I know when people, I hope, when people see this film, they will see little Loung and they will watch her go through this journey and they will think, I hope somebody comes and helps her. I hope somebody intervenes. I hope she's going to be all right. And just to remind everybody that there are little Loungs all around the world today, in many different countries, many different war zones, where we have no access to them and we don't know if they're going to be all right. So, her story is their story, and so this is in many ways universal. And we hope that that is something that you think about as well. And to all the Cambodian people who worked on the film, who may be watching, I send you my love and I thank you, and I hope you're proud of what we've made together.
It has to be, in the end, this love letter to Cambodian people.